Shakespeare and his audiences use different vocabulary for mental and emotional states than we do at the turn of the 21st century. Nonetheless, we can recognize depression in some of his characters. Shakespeare, like modern scientists, although for different reasons, believed mental health could be connected to physical well-being. In Hamlet, depression is chiefly seen in the title character, the Prince of Denmark. Prince Hamlet has two problems. Firstly, in the wake of his father's death, trying to figure out how to move through the grief process. He's also depressed. This is clear both through how he talks about his own feelings and how other characters react to him. How Hamlet's grief, depression, and possible madness are related is an enigma of the play. Arguably, it's one of the things that has kept actors, directors, and audiences absolutely fascinated by Hamlet for centuries. When we first meet Hamlet in Act 1, Scene 2, he is defined by all forms, moods, shapes of grief. Act 1, Scene 2, line 85. The fact that he's still wearing mourning for his father is viewed with concern. The king and queen recognize that it's normal to be preoccupied by grief for a time, even to wear black, but Hamlet's behaviors exceed the norm. Hamlet tries to explain that his clothing and conduct are only the trappings and the suits of woe, a pale reflection of his feelings. Act 1, Scene 2, line 89. When Hamlet is left alone, the idea of suicide appears for the first time. Shakespeare does an amazing job of showing depression and grief as different, yet related. Hamlet's grief for his father is profound and compounded by a sense of having to hide it. He's also feeling an indifference that is a classic symptom of depression. Left alone, he exclaims, "How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world." Act 1, Scene 2, lines 137 through 138. According to theatrical convention, Shakespeare's audience would have taken this soliloquy, a speech made by a single character on stage, as an honest expression of feeling. Throughout the play, multiple characters reflect on the nature of mental illness. Hamlet himself offers the most extended meditation on the subject in Act 1, Scene 4. The prince muses that an internal imbalance, or a particular mole of nature over which people have no control, can go as far as to drive them to madness. That Hamlet feels a lack of control over his own mind is suggested by his conversation with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern in Act 2, Scene 2. He exclaims, "O God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space were it not that I have bad dreams." Act 2, Scene 2, lines 273 through 275. He tells the courtiers that he's lost interest in his customary activities, and although he recognizes natural beauties, he can't bring himself to feel an emotional response to them. Act 2, Scene 2, lines 318 through 334. In the second half of the play, we see suicide in Hamlet's thoughts with increasing frequency. His to be or not to be soliloquy in Act 3, Scene 1 is